Welcome back, adventurers, to another episode of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We are still in Alice, but we haven't seen Olympia yet, and that is where we are going. We are going to the Sanctuary of Zeus, that is called Olympia, where the Olympian Games originated. And there we are. This should be the entrance gate. We are approaching it from the north, as we should, as proper visitors of the sanctuary. And there we are. Oh my goodness. And look at all those flowers that are here for decoration. That is nice. And Barnabas is here also. Hey Barnabas. What's up?
Welcome to the Olympics. Breathe in.
Yeah.
Can you not taste the excitement in the air?
I can taste your excitement.
The whole time we're here?
By the gods, yes.
I'll try and win quickly then.
Come now, you must be feeling something.
I'm just having fun with you. Who wouldn't be impressed?
It is a place of immortal glory. You can be sure Ira
Let's follow
and
him.
Zeus will be watching your performance closely.
Oh, no pressure then.
Forget that for the moment, and let's enjoy the sights and see what Olympia has to offer.
Yeah, true. Before we start to participate in the Olympian Games, we of course will have a look around. And yeah, so that's the main entrance gate there. And let's get inside. Oh, Barnabas, you're not coming with us? You stand there? Okay, that's fine. The statues are hilarious. So now we should have What the heck? Don't ride through the sanctuary. That's not nice. That's a very rude thing to do. So we should have on our left hand side a terrace of treasuries. And there it is. It is here. These are all treasuries, the same buildings we saw also in Delphi. And most of them are from archaic times. The sanctuary here in Olympia is very old. But in geometric and archaic times, that is from the 9th to the 6th century BCE, there were not many buildings around here. But then in archaic times, some buildings were built indeed. And by the way, there are not too many temples, but the main temple of Zeus back there, but that is relatively young. And the oldest temple that was built in the sanctuary was not that of Zeus, because Zeus was worshipped in open air, only with an altar of ash that we see here in the middle. That thing here, I think. Let's check it out. Here? Yeah. It says Temple of Zeus. That's the altar for Zeus. Where, yeah, there you go. Where the offerings were burned. So it was just a huge heap of ash. Like that. Not a fire on top, but yeah, it was just burned on top here. And then, at the end of the 7th century BCE, the first temple was built. And as I said, it was not the temple for the main god Zeus. It was a temple for Hera. So we have it here in front of us. Oh, at least it should be the Temple of Hera, because it's situated where the actual temple is situated in the sanctuary. So let's check it out. There we go. Temple of Hera, the Heraion, we call it. And the Heraion is a very, very special temple for us archaeologists, at least, because as it is so old, and it is built, of course, in Doric style, and that is what we have here. Oh yeah, we just discovered the Pelopeon. It must be here behind us. I think they mean that thing. So it was a burial mound for Pelops, the hero Pelops. But back to the Heraion. So the Heraion, as it is so old and was built in Doric style, it is the oldest temple here in the region built in Doric style, and it used to be built in wood. So originally it was a wooden temple. Yeah, a very huge one. Let's count some columns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is correct. And we should have, I think, 16 columns on the long side of it. So a very long temple, a very old-fashioned temple. And yeah, built in wood. But then, when time passed, some of the wooden columns, or nearly all of the wooden columns, were replaced by stone ones. So one by one, the wooden columns were removed and stone columns were built up where the wooden ones used to be. But not in one period of time, but over time. So the last wooden column was still there when a Roman writer visited the temple and saw it and wrote about it. And this Roman writer was Pausanias. And he described his travels, and he also visited Olympia, and he described what he saw there. And he wrote that he still saw one oak, or one wooden column made of oak. But because these columns, or these wooden columns from the first temple were replaced with stone ones over such a long time, we have a really amazing situation here. The excavators, when they found the temple and excavated it, they found a lot of different columns made in stone that they could date through the times. So from archaic to classical, and so on. And they vary a bit in their width and from what their capitals look like, so the Doric capitals. And as they looked all different, the excavators first couldn't make any sense out of it, because where would you have a temple where each and every column is different from the other? Normally they look all the same, but it wasn't the case here. And only when people connected that written source from Pausanias with the actual situation that we have here, they could make sense of it, so that we had first a wooden face and then a replacement over time. And as the replacement was over time, all the columns that were built to replace a wooden one look different than the other. So they vary because the style of the time changed. So what we have here is kind of a museum of column styles, which is for an archaeologist pretty awesome, because you can now take one of these columns, and as you have so many over time, you have like a datable row of columns that you can compare to each other and compare with columns from other sites. And so you have a catalog of columns that helps to date other buildings. That is fantastic. Let's have a look inside. There should be, and that's also from Pausanias' descriptions, there should be 2 cult statues in there, a sitting Hera and the standing Zeus. Yeah, there's not. There's only a sitting Hera. Well, that's enough then. So there should be a standing Zeus too. And of course, the inside of the original temple is much bigger. What happened here? I do not know. Because in the original temple, we should have 4 columns. 1, 2, 3. There's a complete section with column missing. So it's too short on the inside. So then we might not have 16 columns on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, it's too short. Oh no, what happened here? Somebody shortened the Temple of Hera. Ah, that is mean. Why did they do that? But we have at least the Opistal Dome. This is this little room here with no opening into the temple. And in the front we have a pronaos. That is the little room in the front with an where you can enter the actual temple from here. That one. What? Whew. Wow. That wasn't just some mercenary. Oh no, it was the leader. He's here now. Hi. Why do you pray through the walls? You are a weird guy. The statue is back there. If you intend to pray to Hera, you have to look into that direction. Well, never mind. He's stupid. So yeah, that's the oldest temple in the sanctuary. Pretty cool, isn't it? Nice. Let's have, so we have the treasuries, the actual altar of Zeus, and the Hera temple. And then, later in classical times, run, 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 run. Whoa, hot, poof, my feet. The temple to Zeus was built. And that is that one here. I think we have to approach it from that side. Let's get up here. Oop. Sorry. We missed the staircase. So we use that one. That's rather like a Roman podium temple here. Oh yeah, there. There's the ramp. No, everything's fine. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we have another Doric temple with Doric columns. That is good. And a Hippithral temple they reconstructed here. I wonder why they did that. So we saw that before. I guess here in the game it was the Apollo temple in... no, the Asclepius temple in the Asclepion, right? I think. That they reconstructed a temple with an open roof. We call those temple Hippithral. But the Zeus temple in Olympia didn't have an open roof. So that is weird. I don't know why they did that. I mean, Zeus was kind of worshipped in the beginning, as I said, before they built the temple, just in open air. Because he was the god of the skies and everything. But when they built that temple in classical times, it was the most classical temple that we know of. So it for sure had a closed roof. There are only very few Hippithral temples that we know of. That's really a very special form of temples. So well, that's interesting. But we have the cult statue of Zeus, which was made, by the way, by someone we met already before, by Phidias. We met him in Athens. He made also the statue of Athena. So it was a gold ivory statue, and it's very famous. It even was one of the wonders of the world. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. Nice. Let's have a look around. Yeah. These temples are much more impressive if you visit them, even in ruins, because they're really massive. The Temple of Zeus in Olympia is huge. Okay. Let's grab all these quests that we have here before we start our games. And let's see what other buildings we can see what they did reconstruct, in fact. Oh, that must be the workshop of Phidias, because it was actually found. So the workshop where Phidias made this cult statue was excavated. That is pretty awesome. Let's grab that quest real quick. Now that we are here, who are you?
Cassandra, please. If these fools break the truce... Thief! You're on to talk, you double-dealing dog!
Nobody wants trouble here. You know what will happen to you both if you break the truce. Now, if someone can tell me what's going on...
This dishonorable cur stole from me!
Huh. You call me a thief? You're the thief!
Enough! I'll ask the questions. Herodotus, what's all this about?
This scum robbed me!
come! I am from an honorable family. Only a lowly Ionian would steal.
I said Herodotus.
Yes. It seems both their treasuries were breached and their valuables stolen.
If there's been a theft, why do you suspect each other?
Because this...
It's a matter of blood. Makar is from an eminent Dorian line. Mighty warriors, but rather austere. While Lelech is from Ionian stock. A grand tradition of artists and philosophers.
You mean philanderers?
Both sides are important.
Spoken like a true Ionian.
It seems unlikely they would rob each other at the same time.
You have to find out who stole their drachmi. I can't believe they would do this to each other. Whatever their issues, they've always respected the Olympic truce.
I'll find out what happened and protect the truce.
If you prove it's Makar, I will reward you well.
As will I, if you bring me evidence of Lelech's double-dealing.
And what if it's neither of you?
Then they will both reward you.
Very well.
Agreed.
Oh, that's funny. Here they are kind of introducing us into the political surroundings that the Olympic Games were taking place in. So there was a truth during the Olympic Games, and all Greeks came together, no matter where they came from or if their cities were ruled by a tyrannus or a democracy or whatever. So there were a lot of people here that normally were not at peace with each other. So of course there were like tensions, and not only fairness. We know also of a lot of cheaters. And who are you?
Hey, Mistios, would you like to learn about your future?
Well,
Thank you.
why not?
I would like to know what the fates have planned for me.
You would? Yes, of course you would. Everyone wants their future told by the great Uzo.
Well, what is it?
I see great things.
Like what?
You know, things. And it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. Tell your friends.
What is it with the Olympics? Everyone's out to make drachmi. Malaka, my drachmi! Hey, stop! Thief! Hey, thief! Looks like Phoebe. And as nimble a thief. I have to find her.
Okay, so we are robbed, relieved from our drachmi. I wasn't pretty rich yet. Oh, let's see if they really took something from us. Yeah, they did. I think around 2,000 drachmi or something. Wow.
Sanctuary of Olympia, where the greatest athletes compete for fame and glory.
Yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Let's try. Oh, that here.
Hey, come back here, thief!
There they are running. That building here. That's the Volaterion, by the way. Where did they go? No, I lost them. Oh, there. Now we have to get out. That's the other gate in the south. We came in from the north, and that's the south gate, or the southern gate. Hey, where'd you go? Gotcha.
Street thief. Just like Phoebe. You led me on a good chase, but I caught you. Hand it over.
Hand what over?
My drachmi. Give it back.
Here, please, don't hurt me. They made me do it. I didn't want to. Honest.
Hush. I'm not going to hurt you. I promise.
But the captain will.
Captain?
Yeah, it's him that makes us do this.
Us?
The other street kids.
Why is he making you steal?
For the drachmi, stupid.
You should be more polite to adults.
Why? What have adults done for me?
Fair enough. Sounds like the captain needs a good talking to.
Don't talk, just hit. He even stole my mother's necklace from me. Says I'll get it back if I steal for him. It's all that I had left of her.
I'll help you get your necklace.
Why would you care?
You remind me of someone. Someone very special.
Aww. I see, yeah, 2000 drachmi. Oh, that's awesome. I like that I thought of that. Okay. We got our drachmi back. Let's go back into the sanctuary then. By the way, normally a sanctuary has a confined area where all the holy buildings are in and where the offerings and worshipping takes place. And here in Olympia, this is called Altis. And that is all that we have here inside of this confined area. And normally there's a wall around it. Okay. Or a fence or something. Yeah, that's the Bullaterion from the front. Did we already have the discovering message? No, and there's most probably not one coming up. Yeah, here you can sit and listen. Good, good. And what's that back there? Is that the stadium? It is. Oh, the hippodrome. So the stadium for the runners should be back there. Can I talk to you?
You have dishonored yourself and the games.
Please, let me explain.
No excuses. You know the price for your transgression.
What crime has this woman committed?
Exactly that. Her crime is that she is a woman.
It's news to me that's now a crime. Shouldn't you lock yourself up first, then?
I am the priestess of Dimitra. I preside over the games. She's a married woman who tried to watch them, disguised as a man, no less.
And why is any of this a crime?
For a married woman, there's too much temptation.
Who are you?
Kalipatira, I just wanted to see my son compete. My family has a proud lineage at the Olympic Games. My father, brothers, nephew, and son have all won wreaths. Do I not have the right to see them?
Enough of your lies.
She doesn't deserve to be punished like this.
This is nothing. Death is the punishment. She shall be thrown from the mountain.
Help me! Prove I have a right to see my son compete!
You have no right. You broke a sacred tradition, and for that, you will be punished.
Your laws are wrong, and I'll prove it.
As you're so outspoken in her defense, I will give you a chance. Present me evidence of Kalipatira's noble heritage, or she will die as she ruled, to appease the gods.
I should find Kalipatira's son.
Okay.
He should be able to help prove his mother's innocence.
Yeah, so there we have another hint of what was going on in the sanctuary. Of course, in the Olympic Games, only men were allowed. And they were competing naked. That's why I wonder why we should compete. So that's our task to compete in the Olympic Games, but we can't. Because we are a woman, and that's impossible. Even, as I said in the last episode, even disguised as a man, it's impossible because they were competing naked. And obviously, naked, everybody will see that we're not a man. Okay. What else do we have here? Do we have another quest? Oh yeah, we do. And we have another checkpoint up on the temple, I think. Let's do that first. Oh yeah, synchronization location. This is not the synchronization location, obviously. I don't know where it is, but from up here we have a nice view. So that's pretty neat that they reconstructed the hippodrome there, and even in the right spot, because its location was unknown. We knew of it only, again, by Pausanias, who mentioned it, but it was thought to be lost. Until in 2008, a team of researchers found it during a geophysical prospection of the area. So that's pretty cool. And back there we see the stadium for the runners. There are even the starting blocks preserved. Okay, now where's that synchronization point? I wonder. It's of course on the other side. Yeah, so there we had a nice view of the sanctuary. Let's jump down. And we have at least 2 more quests to grab. One is in the workshop of Phidias, it seems. Maybe we meet Phidias again. And one is back there. Let's do that first. Go through here. Where is it? Is it in the sanctuary at all? So the palestra here is not in the altis, at least. So we are now outside of the actual sanctuary. Oh, hello.
Place your bets now. Who will win the javelin? It could be you. Come on, place your bets. Place your bets now. Aletis has plenty of drachmi for you to win.
Your pitch could use some work. You'd attract more customers if you sounded more enthusiastic.
Everyone's betting against Pitekos. Rumor is he's off his game. If it's true, I'm going to be ruined.
What if I recited a poem? One of Pindaros's, you know, to inspire him to greatness.
Look, Pitekos is good, but he's not really that kind of athlete.
All right. Let's hear your plan, then.
Just go see what's wrong. See if there's a way to help him win. For Athens. For drachmi.
I don't want to help him and cheat.
I'll see what's wrong with Pitekos.
Thank you. I'll split the winnings with you if you can sort things out.
We'll see. If I don't have to cheat, I might do it. Okay, let's talk to Phidias if he is there. And he is back here, yeah, in his workshop. I think it's Phidias. It should be. Who else would be here? Phidias's workshop. Yeah. What is he doing there? Huh. I have no idea.
Ah, you are a welcome sight. Your beauty brings light into the darkness of what has become my life.
It's good to see you too, Phidias.
Now, this is important. No one saw you come here, did they?
No. Why?
You're sure you weren't followed? Good, good. They're out there, though. Watching. Waiting.
Who's after you?
The cult of Cosmos. Remember Athens? They never stopped hunting me, Cassandra.
Why would they be after you now?
They want me dead. Moving me here has only bought a little more time. I need your help.
What makes you think you're in trouble now?
The other day, I received a skitali and a note.
Someone left you a piece of wood and a letter. I can see why you're frightened.
Oh, it's so much more than that.
What's so special about a stick?
It's not just any stick. The skitali is used by the Spartans to send coded messages.
Okay, so let's talk about your stick.
Skitali!
All right, skitali.
I need to get the code. Then I'll show you how it works.
What did the message say?
Look to your art. The King of Gods has a message to impart.
Fantastic. That's not a message. It's barely passable as a riddle.
It's obvious. The king of gods.
Zeus?
Yes. And what am I?
There's so many answers to that, but... I suppose you're a sculptor.
Exactly.
So, where do I need to go?
The Temple of Zeus, of course. It's here in Olympia. The clue for the Scitali should be around the statue.
Okay. If it'll put your mind at rest, I'll help.
Thank you. Now hurry and look to the statue of Zeus in his temple to find the message. Once I have the clue, I can decipher it with the Scitali.
Don't worry. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I hope he's not losing his mind. Right? Let's do that real quick.
Theseus is paranoid. Maybe it's not all in his mind.
I don't know. It sounds like. Let's see something at the statue of Zeus. We take the short way. By the way, some of the columns are reconstructed on the at the original site of the temple, because the temple was destroyed by an earthquake and they just fell to their side, so they are still there, and now some are kind of put together again.
This unbelievable craftsmanship. Much better than the statue in Kefalonia.
So let's climb it. It's on his breast? Sorry, Zeus.
I should get back to Phidias so he can decipher the message.
That is so weird. Okay. We're in the lap of Zeus. Hey, good people. Are you praying now to me or to Zeus? That's weird. Let's get out of here. Okay. Let's see what that thing has to say.
So, what was the message? Did it give you the information you were looking for?
In a manner of speaking, the message you gave me, I wrapped it around the rod.
You wrapped it around your rod?
Yes, the Scitali. It's ingenious. The right message for the right rod. Wrap the cloth around it, and the letters should align, giving you the message.
Yes, very interesting. But what did it say?
It's directions.
Well, don't keep me waiting. What did it say?
It's a list of statues, and there's something else, but it's not complete.
Do you think the complete message will be revealed once all the statues have been visited?
I would assume so.
Someone's gone to a lot of trouble to ensure this remains a secret.
Maybe it will reveal the identity of the ones who want to dispose of me. Will you help?
Sure.
Tell me what I need to do.
There are 3 locations listed. Each region has a statue of some renown placed there.
So it's safe to say that at each of these statues there will be a clue.
Yes, it'll be quite a journey. The statues are scattered all over. There's one near Kythera, another at Thasos, and also Samos.
What statue should I be looking for in Kythera?
Oh, what an island. The birthplace of the goddess of love. How I wish I could go with you.
It is a fitting place then to look for Aphrodite.
Exactly. The island lies at the southeastern tip of the Peloponnese. You will find what we seek at Aphrodite's feet.
What's in Thasos?
Ah, a controversial statue indeed. It can only be the one of Theagenes from this northern isle.
Theagenes?
The Olympic hero. It's even rumored that Heracles himself was his father. He was exquisitely immortalized by the sculptor Glaukis of Aegina.
What statue should I seek in Samos?
Well, it's not exactly Samos or Lesbos, but a small island nestled between. In the bosom of the ocean, one might say.
Stick to the statue. What is it?
Why, Poseidon, of course. It is as if you are watching the god himself holding back the waves.
I should be on my way. This will take some time.
Of course. But I am excited to see where this will lead.
As am I. Stay safe, Phidias.
You too. And return to me as soon as you have all the clues.
Don't worry, I will.
That's a funny task. And we got some money. That is nice.
This won't be an easy task. But whatever the messages reveal must be important.
Well, maybe. Maybe it's just a nice riddle, so that we visit all those good places. So we had a first look at the sanctuary of Olympia, and we are standing on the altar of Zeus. I hope we don't burn. I don't want to be an offering for Zeus. Right, Hera? You would be jealous, wouldn't you? So in the next episode, I think... Oh, don't, Icarus, don't fly too close to the fire. You will burn your beautiful feathers there. Okay. I think Icarus is safe. So yeah, in the next episode, we will participate in the Olympic Games, I think. I'm not sure yet how that will work out for us, but we will see, right? So thank you so much for watching. Have an adventurous day and goodbye.